German Chancellor Friedrich Merz pledged Wednesday to help Ukraine develop its own long-range missile systems that would be free of any Western-imposed limitations on their use and targets as the Kyiv government fights to repel Russia's invasion. Some of the advanced weapon systems that Kyiv's allies supplied to Ukraine during the three-year-old war were subject to range and target restrictions, a fraught political issue stemming from fears that if the weapons struck deep inside Russia, the Kremlin might retaliate against the country that provided them and draw NATO into Europe's biggest conflict since World War II. Standing beside visiting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, Merz said that under an intensified cooperation agreement, Germany will strive to equip the Ukrainian army with all the capabilities that truly enable it to successfully defend the country, including upgraded domestic missile production. After the United States, Germany has been the biggest individual supplier of military aid to Ukraine. Ukraine will be able to fully defend itself, including against military targets outside its own territory, with its own missiles, Merz said at a joint news conference. Merz's pledge came as the past few months of intense U.S.-led peace efforts have brought no significant breakthrough, and with analysts saying Russia is poised to launch a major summer offensive. German Foreign Minister Johann Vadeful was in Washington on Wednesday to meet with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Merz said last Monday that Germany and other major allies were no longer imposing range limits on weapons they send to Ukraine, although he indicated their use was limited to Russian military targets. Ukraine has launched its own long-range drones at sites that support Russia's military efforts, including refineries and chemical plants. Then U.S. President Joe Biden last year authorized Ukraine to use U.S.-supplied missiles for limited strikes in Russia. The decision allowed Ukraine to use the Army tactical missile system, known as ATAK-MS, against Russia. Peskov, the Kremlin spokesman, said Russia is grateful to Trump for his mediation efforts. At the same time, there is a big number of nuances to be discussed that can't be neglected and which neither party is going to sacrifice because of its national interests, Peskov told reporters. Just like the United States, Russia has its national interests that are of primary importance to us. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin said that air defenses shot down 33 Ukrainian drones heading toward the capital. Moscow Regional Governor Andrei Vorobyov said 42 drones were downed. He said that drone fragments damaged 3 residential buildings in the village of Troitskoye, but no one was hurt.